Xenogears Sound and Drama, Chapter 11.
Faye and Satan leave the hotel and head to the tournament area near the palace.
Bart remains in wait for a propitious opportunity to sneak into the waterway.
The day is bright and warm, and Faye feels optimistic about his chances at winning the tournament. The festive square, decorated with its colorful multitude of flags, seems to reflect his good mood. As he approaches the entrance of the arena, a guard stops them and checks their papers.
Well, that looks good for you, wandering youth, but your friend will have to sit in the spectators area. Only participants are allowed beyond this point.
I'll be over here cheering for you. Try to extend the battles. The better you do, the easier it will be for Bart to sneak into the palace.
Satan waves at Faye and walks away. Faye enters the arena's backstage, wandering among the tents. The area is decked with tall torches that shine brightly. A raised stone platform holds two red pillars, between which hangs a large bronze gong. A man stands near the gong, ready to strike it, which would be the signal to begin the tournament. After taking in the sights for a while, Faye enters a large tent striped in yellow and red. Several contestants are already lurking in the shadows. As Faye takes a seat, an unusual figure sitting in the deepest corner of the tent catches his attention. It's wrapped in a blue cloak and his face is concealed by a strange white mask, smooth and lineless except for a curved mouth. The mask's eyes are dark holes encircled by a green tint. Faye gazes at this figure with some curiosity, but the man keeps to himself and does not return his gaze. Then, a large man waves at him cheerfully from the other side of the tent. The extravagant brilliance of the man's attire awakens a dim remembrance in Faye, and he approaches him.
It is Big Joe, who is apparently another contestant in the tournament.
Hey boy, do you remember my name?
Didn't we meet in the desert village of Dazil?
That's right. I'm the one and only Big Joe. Do you know the secret of strength, boy? It's gratitude to all your fans. Their love gives me strength. Say, that little red-haired boy who just entered seems to know you.
Red-haired boy?
Big Joe points out a little red-haired boy who has just entered the tent and is glaring at Faye with hostility.
Faye! I knew you'd be here!
Dan? What are you doing here?
When I heard of the martial arts tournament, I thought you might want to compete, so I escaped from Yui's place and came here. I'm here to avenge my sister's death.
Dan, what do you want me to do?
Shut your mouth, you murderer! I'm gonna take you down here and now. Take that! And that! Come on, fight! Why don't you fight back? I said fight! Ugh. Damn you, Faye! Why don't you fight back? Come on, I challenged you!
I can't. There's no way I could ever bring myself to strike you, Dan.
This isn't going to satisfy the souls of my sister, or Timothy. Faye, you're such a bastard. Next time I meet you, it's going to be your funeral.
As Faye gazes after him with consternation, the man in the blue cloak addresses him.
Hey boy, are you from Lahan? That little boy who just left sure doesn't seem to like you.
It's that man in the blue cloak. Mind your own business! What's so funny?
Nothing. I'm looking forward to witnessing your performance at the tournament, Faye. I'll see you then.
Hey, wait a minute! How did you... You walked away too quickly. Strange. I didn't enter my real name for the tournament. How did he know it?
Attention all participants. The tournament will be starting soon. Please enter the arena.
Meanwhile, Jukan is giving a speech from the royal box at the Fatima Castle balcony.
As he speaks, Ramsus and Mia walk into the box. Mia takes a seat, surveying the scenery spreading below with a cool, calculating gaze.
The view below holds a fenced arena fringed with tall cypress trees and flanked by tents on both sides. The audience are seated just beyond the fences, their robes a spectrum of colors. Ramsus remains standing and looks impatient.
People of Aveh, we are gathered here today to celebrate the brave men who are spilling their blood on the front lines. Our army is beyond comparison, but the tides of the war are uncertain. To protect the tradition of Aveh and preserve peace, we must all maintain an unshaken resolve. The sun above us is the same as that which burns over our fathers at the front lines. The wind blowing here is the same as that which whisks our prayers to our fathers, sons and brothers in battle. This desert is a precious treasure, passed down to us from our ancestors. Here we can forge our minds and bodies into one. Our teachers are the sun and wind. This tournament raises our spirits and renews our blessings from our home, the great desert. Brave warriors, fight well, and do honor to our brothers at the front. Let the 338th tournament begin. A moving speech, if I say so myself.
Shah Khan.
Ah, Commander Ramsus. Glad you could join us. This way to our seats, please.
I'm afraid I do not have the time for festivities. I will be leaving in a few minutes.
What a pity. You do not like our entertainment?
I find it boring.
Oh, let it be, Commander. Shakan is only trying to show hospitality. I personally find martial arts quite interesting.
This event is a tribute to you, Commander. Your gracious support enables us to celebrate our country's founding today.
Our country's founding? Don't be presumptuous. It's not even your country. I cannot stay. Goodbye.
Mia, will you grace us with your company?
Yes, it will be a pleasure. Looks like the first match is starting.
The first match, Gonzalez versus Wandering Youth.
My, what a handsome boy.
Yeah.
And Wandering Youth wins easily. And now for the second match, Wandering Youth versus Big Joe. My Big Joe is popular with the audience. Let's see how he does.
Yeah.
Oh, and Wandering Youth wins easily. Ooh, that seems to have caused some disappointment among Big Joe's fans, but our show must go on. And now, ladies and gentlemen, the one you've been waiting for, the final match of the tournament. Wise Man versus Wandering Youth.
Huh? It's that strange masked man who spoke to me at the tent. Well, I'll show him what I can do. Yeah! Huh? He dodges so easily. Yeah! Yeah! He keeps dodging. Yeah! He dodged again. Why don't you hit back?
Come on, fight properly.
Boy, where did you learn that technique?
I don't know. Who cares? Stop dodging and put up a fight.
And why do you fight? For yourself or for the sake of others?
Why are you asking me that? It doesn't matter.
Are you telling me that you are fighting without a reason or a goal?
Would you shut up? My reasons for fighting are none of your business.
Huh. You appear to be looking forward, but you are only looking downward at yourself. You will find nothing doing that.
Shut up already!
You can try, but you won't even grace me with those kinds of attacks. Though it seems like you've matured physically, at least on the face of it.
What?
By exchanging blows with you, I can tell a great deal. You've recovered well from those wounds, Faye.
Again, how do you know my name? I deliberately did not use my real name when I entered this contest. And what you said about my wounds, are you the man who...
Is it already that time?
Hey, are you alright? Get up. We haven't finished talking.
I guess it can't be helped. I've got to be on my way. Goodbye for now.
Wow, strange. He looked as if he was in sudden pain. Damn it. He didn't even answer any of my questions.
It appears that competitor Wiseman has forfeited the match. So, victory is automatically awarded to Wandering Youth.
There's no way he won.
Faye, let's get going before there's a riot.
All right.
Sounds like the tournament started. I guess I better hurry.
Is this plan really going to work?
What are you worried about? If something's wrong now, then tough luck. We started this. There's no going back. I'm sure that Faye and Citan are doing their best. And now I've got to do my part.
I pray for the best, Prince Bartholomew. Do be careful. And thank you for helping Mother Marguerite.
Bart leaves the inn and heads for the well. He climbs up the winding stairs. The little square, fenced by high walls, is deserted.
After glancing around surreptitiously, he unlocks the grate and climbs down the ladder into the cool blue shadows of the well.
The shock of the cold water is rather unpleasant, but Bart braces himself and plunges in, progressing with strong, sure strokes. He keeps the old man's advice in mind, watching for the fluctuations in the water currents caused by the movement of the floodgate. He is almost half an hour in the water when he finally spots the floodgate and, after a few moments of floating in the water and waiting for an opening, he manages to swim through it and into the castle reservoir. The reservoir is cool and spacious, and Bart considers lingering for a bit to try and dry himself off, but a cantankerous voice greets him with irritation. An old man hurries across the bridge just above the canal, scolding as he runs.
Playing at the reservoir again. How many times do I have to say this water is not playing it?
All right, old man. I'll be there in a moment.
The people of the band need the water to survive, and you're playing in it and getting it all dirty.
What are you babbling on about, Gramps? You see I'm out of the water. Happy now?
Yeah? You're all grown up, kid. How many years has it been? Are you that child I used to play hide and seek with?
Old man, even back when I was a child you used to ramble on and on. But I see it's gotten worse.
What? Ramble? Just say I ramble on? Why, you little brat. All the people who I ever allowed to call me a rambler were my late mother and the young prince. His Highness, what was his name?
You mean His Highness? Prince Bartholomew?
Yes. If he was still alive, he'd be just about your age. But both he and his family were killed by shagging. Now he's trying to get at that water too. But he won't beat me. I'll protect the vast water till I die. Remembrance of the kindness of the king and the young prince.
Really? Thanks, old man. Father would be glad.
What do you mean, father? Are you the son of an acquaintance of mine? Wait. I remember. No, that's not it. I don't recall the king having any secret sons.
Sorry, but I don't have time to explain. See you, Gramps, and thanks for everything.
Huh? Who was that boy?
Bart climbs the ladder of the reservoir. He finds himself in the middle of a sunny rectangular courtyard fringed with flower beds. The sight raises memories, and he lingers for a moment in the warm sunshine. A strange happiness suffuses him.
Just you wait, Margie. I'll be there soon.
He walks quietly to the nearest door and opens it a crack, peering in. A lengthy, shadowy gallery greets his eyes. It is set with large windows hung with red drapes. Bart recalls the soldiers' mess is somewhere nearby, and knows that he would find at least a few sentries lurking around to guard the castle. Luckily, the carpet disguises his footsteps. The windows offer an occasional glimpse to the bright courtyard as he passes them, but everything is quiet and dark otherwise. He quietly avoids the few Aveh soldiers patrolling the corridors, whose brown uniform and tightly fitting brown helmets are thrown into relief by their light overcoats. Their faces are half concealed by large goggles. From a distance, they look like faceless puppets, and only the stern lines of their mouths are visible. He finally reaches the door that he recognizes as the entry to the stairs leading right up to the Citadel. He tries it, but it's locked.
Darn it! I'll have to sneak all the way around the hallway to the other door. Take the stairs from there. Okay, quickly now.
Attention soldiers. I've just received further orders.
Voices?
The operation of the room.
That's the soldiers' mess. Could be useful to listen in.
Due to conflicting orders, we failed in our mission to prevent Kislev from increasing their patrols at the ruins. So we have to restructure our system immediately. Any ideas?
General, the problem is that pushy Major Vandercom,
No complaints. I understand your resentment towards Major Vandercom, but we need to keep on good terms with Gebler.
I'm sorry. What about that new commander, Ramsus?
I've heard he is very talented. He shouldn't trouble us like Vandercom.
Ramsus?
That surprise attack he orchestrated was amazing.
First I heard of that one.
But he's with Gebler.
Well, I better get going.
He finally reaches the door that he recognizes as the entry to the stairs leading right up to the Citadel.
Great, here are the stairs to the second floor.
The second floor is slightly better guarded, and Bart finds himself sliding into a nearby room to avoid a soldier. He looks around in some amazement. The room is spacious, handsomely decorated by several cabinets, a large antique desk, and sofas covered in green velvet. There is also a huge bookcase, its shelves tightly packed with handsome tomes. But the room contains other, more unusual objects, which he inspects closely.
Whoa! A gun? Dynamite? And check it out! A cannon! This must be Vandercoom's suite. And he's got a library too? Now that must be a leftover from the old occupant. Well, I should get going before anyone finds me. Looks like the guard is gone. Time to move on.
Bart continues his way through the hallway of the second floor. He arrives at a large hall, the conference hall of the palace. The royal throne still stands at the end of the hall, etched in gold. Blue torches burn around it. Bart bites his lip, looking at it for a moment and trying not to dwell on the rising memories. A red curtain catches his eye, and he remembers that it leads into an additional room. He walks towards the curtain and pushes it inward, peering in carefully. It is Shakan's room.
An image of Margie appears on the screen on the opposite wall.
Apparently Shakan forgot to conceal it before he left. She is praying at a silver Nisan cross, set between two tall white candles.
Margie! Wow, she's grown the last few years. The screen says that she's in the East Tower. Ah, there's the switch to the electronic lock. All right, I'm almost there, Margie!
There's no use. I have no more info. Bart?
Let's go home, Margie!
Bart! It's so good to see you again. I just knew you'd come for me. I'm so happy.
Enough of that. You haven't grown sentimental on me, did you?
No, and I can see that you haven't changed a bit.
Ha! Come on, kid. Follow me.
Oh, wait a second. I'm gonna take that with me.
Aren't you too old to play with dolls? Especially a thing like that. It looks like a giant pink hamster.
I like it.
Whatever, let's go. Okay, I think that the elevator's this way. Margie? Margie? Hey, where'd you go? Margie!
There. I just had to retrieve something from that closet.
Don't give me the slip again.
Sorry.
Are we interrupting something?
Oh, damn it
Oh
all.
no, it's that man from Gebler who questioned me.
Looks like we have rats, Mia. You, boy, where do you think you're going with Marguerite?
Boy? Let's see you try and call me that after I give you a thrashing. Who the hell are you anyway?
I don't need to give my name to rats like you. Now, please hand over the girl. She still needs to tell me the location of the second piece of the Fatima Jasper. Until then, she will stay here as our guest.
You think I'm gonna hand her over just because you order me to? You got another thing coming, jackass!
I assume that you know where such abusive language will lead.
If you truly want to protect that child, then surrender, Prince Bartholomew.
Oh, so you know me, huh? Well, it's not such a bad feeling to be known by someone so beautiful.
We won't treat you badly, Prince. Your dispute with Shakan doesn't matter either way to us.
That's nice to know, but I can't accept it. See, as far as I'm concerned, either of your ways is a bad choice.
Then it's decided. Prepare yourself.
Margie, go hide!
No, I'm going to fight too.
Bart, watch out!
Faye drops in from above, just behind Ramsus, and tackles him. Taken off guard, Ramsus staggers and falls to his knees.
Good one, Faye! Glad you're here.
What? Faye? The way he attacked. I couldn't avoid it. It reminds me of him. The red-haired man. The white-faced demon who knocked down Gears with his bare fists.
I thought this was just a simple rescue, Bart. But I see that you needed my help.
If there's a connection between this Faye and that demon, I'll find out when I face him in battle.
Shut up! This jackass showed up and slowed me down.
Enough! I'll make an end of you.
Careful, Faye. He's strong.
He looks completely different, and there's no response. Is it just my imagination? But that technique was just like his. What's more, the name Faye, where have I heard it?
He's down! Good work, Faye.
Leave this to me.
Watch out, Ramsus. She threw a smoke bomb.
Now! Run for it!
A smoke bomb. Good work, Margie!
I got it from the soldier storage closet.
That combo movie did. Just like, am I only imagining that it's him? If it is him, then I'm
worthless. It seems like they got away, Commander.
Double the guards on both shifts. If they show up here again, they'll be sorry. I'll see if I can catch up with them.
Hey, Faye. Did you take this elevator up? I didn't use it going up, so I'm not sure where it's taking us now.
I didn't either. So, no idea.
Oh well, we'll find out soon. We'll get Margie back home either way. Elevator's finally stopped. Let's see now.
We're in a hangar.
And look, that looks like Gebler's aerial battleship.
Look, over there. Soldiers. We better get out of here and fast.
That way. There's a door over there at the end of the hangar. Hurry!
As the three make their way through the palace, the intercom issues a warning. It reaches one of the offices reserved for high-end Gebler officials. A small room with steel walls, sparsely furnished. A red-haired girl stands near the door, her face uplifted, listening to the blaring intercom.
There are intruders in the base. There are 3 intruders presently heading for the dock area. The 2 men may be killed, but do not harm the girl.
Intruders? They may need my help soon. Should I take some drive?
She reaches hesitantly to the shelf containing several bottles and packets. The tiny bright pills glint like malevolent stars. She touches the bottle but quickly withdraws her hand, shrinking from the bottle as if her hand was burned.
No. Shouldn't rely on it so heavily. I need to do this on my own. Well, I better hurry.
Watch out! A Gebler soldier!
Oomph! Whoa, Ellie!
Faye! What are you doing here?
Don't tell me that you're the intruders!
If she's in our way, let's just...
Wait a second, Bart! She's... Ellie is not an enemy!
Not an enemy? Are you insane? Look at her uniform!
They ran in here.
Hurry! Into my room! It sounds like they've gone. But they'll be back for a more thorough search. You better get out of here.
Faye, can you explain to me how you know a Gebler officer?
Don't be so suspicious. It was by chance. I am Lieutenant Elheim von Houten of the Ignis Army's 3rd Assault Division. And yes, it's a part of Gebler, the special forces of the Sacred Empire of Solaris. While returning from a mission to capture the newest model gear from a Kislev military factory, I was attacked by pursuing Kislev gears and crash-landed in Faye's village. Faye, I wanted to tell you, but when I heard what my crash landing in your village had caused, I just couldn't bring myself to...
I knew.
You knew?
I overheard you talking with Doc, and the incident at the village was all my fault. I'm sorry I lashed out at you. I was distraught.
That's not true, Faye. It wasn't your fault. It was me who crashed.
Look, just forget about it. You couldn't help what happened.
But, Faye, why are you with these people?
Bart and I came to rescue his cousin Margie. She was taken prisoner by Shakan.
I see.
Hey! Just a minute! Where do you think you're going, Gebler?
Look, we've wasted enough time with all these questions. You want to get out of the palace, right? Then follow me. You can escape through the gear launch door. It won't be properly guarded in all this confusion.
It's a trick! She talks sweet, but she's probably planning to turn us over to Shakan.
Wait! Bart! I believe that she means to help us, and her plan is really good.
You're always like this. Don't be so damn trusting.
Faye, what about you? Do you believe her?
I made up my mind a long time ago.
Faye, thank you.
Gah! First you, now him? We'll all be sorry for this later.
Well, if it's decided, shall we go? I'll take you to the hangar and you'll be able to escape from there. Please wait here for a moment while I scout out the hallway. The coast is clear. Quick, follow me. Great, like I thought. There's no one guarding the hangar. But they'll be back, so let's hurry. Faye, this is the gear's startup code. This is all I can do for you. The rest is up to fate.
All right, let's go.
Wait, Bart. Ellie, come with us.
What? Come with you?
Yes, you're not suited to be in a place like this.
Thank you, Faye. But it's impossible.
But why?
You're wasting time talking. They're coming. We're gonna get caught.
Faye, I'm a Solaris soldier. This is where I belong. The next time we meet, we'll be enemies. Goodbye.
All right, now let's power up this baby and we're out of here.
Goodbye, Ellie.
Commander, they used a gear to escape.
Mia! Get Wyvern powered up now! I will pursue them!
Commander, I've got a message from Hayu.
What? All of you stop the power-up! Recall all men back to base and wait for further orders! The fool! What is he doing down here now? Mia! Get Wyvern powered up now!
Damn it! The guard's still around.
As he waits, Bart casually glances at a book laying on the nearby table. Then he does a double take and inspects it more closely. The book is about the history of Aveh. The caption of the chapter at which the book is opened reads as follows. Chapter 12, The Modern City. The city of Bledavik was built on a desert rock bed. This was done to escape sand erosion, but also because of the underground water basin which wells up to the rock bed. The rock bed is made of limestone, so the water level continues to rise. Fatima Castle was originally built to protect the water source, but gradually the desert people started to live here. They were soon joined by a steady flow of people from the northern lands. But what draws Bart's attention is not this information, but a leaflet stuck to it, which reads as follows. Editor, please eliminate marked pages at the end of the chapter and submit for rewrite/reprint by the Committee for the True History of Aveh, summed as follows. In the dark days of the rule of the Fatima dynasty, the people enjoyed little food or happiness. Their hardships peaked during the reign of Edbart IV. Using the people's fury to build his power base, Prime Minister Shakan led an army that broke the tyranny of the royalty. The heroes who led this revolution are the nucleus of Haveh's current armed forces.
Ha! Bastards. I bet this history rewrite project was Shakan's idea.
In the Xenogears Sound and Drama, Chapter 11, the narrator was Taylor Townsend. Billy Yates played the guard at the tournament, a booing and disgruntled spectator, and the general. Citan was played by Kevin Fuller. Faye was played by Ty Miner. Scott Forsyth played Dan, Big Joe, several booing and disgruntled or happy audience, the officer speaking to the general. Wiseman was played by Jamal. Shakan was played by Nerdy Num Num. Ramsus was played by Tom Dowdy. Mia and Karen were played by Yuka Moshizuki. John Doyle played the announcer at the tournament. James Bryce played Bart. The nun was played by Caitlin R.C. The old man at the reservoir was played by Wesley Fitcher. Margie was played by Bern Aniceto. The intercom announcer was played by Crusader. The officer chasing Faye and Bart, and the officer talking to Ramsus was played by Joseph K. Ellie was played by Waffle Ray.
The script is based on the original script of the video game Xenogears, written by Tetsuya Takahashi, Kaori Tanaka, and Masato Kato. The original script dialogue was compiled by StarCraft School, originally posted on the website Xenogears God in Mind, and utilized with permission from the compiler and website master. Narrative portions and additional dialogue were written by Hadas Rose. The project uses the original Xenogears game music, composed by Yasunori Mitsuda. Some sound effects were extracted from the original game. Other sound effects were free sound clips found on the following sites: soundbible.com, www.freesfx.co.uk, the Sound Resource, and the YouTube Audio Library. The Xenogears Sound and Drama project is based on the game Xenogears, which was directed by Tetsuya Takahashi and produced by Hiromichi Tanaka. Xenogears is copyrighted to SQUARE-ENIX 1998, all rights reserved. This project is a fan project and is not associated with SQUARE-ENIX or any of its subsidiaries. The Xenogears Sound and Drama project is edited and produced by Hadas Rose, 2018.